Let's get right into it. Joining us in studio from your Saskatchewan Roughriders, Kian Schaffer-Baker. We're gonna start talking hockey first, which I know is really weird. It's Saturday at the Belcher, 1 p.m. Now you're coaching Chris Getzlaff's team. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'll be making my first official coaching debut.
Has Getzlaff, have you guys talked? Have you been watching tape and who you're going to draft?
Tons of tape. You know, me and Getzlaff, we've been in conversation about just building the best team to give us the best foot going forward to go win this game this weekend.
So you're against Brett Lawther and a Joe. When it comes to the draft on Friday, are you guys eyeballing anyone, like maybe a first pick, an early pick?
Yeah, we got a couple prospects we've been eyeing in on, and, you know.
Anyone you want to let us know on?
We can't drop no names.
No names.
No. Joe could be listening to this right now. So
yeah, well, that's smart.
Good point. That would be smart. Maybe give us some insight though. What kind of attributes are you looking for? Are you going with hockey experience? You going with size? Maybe you're going to add a little bit of character first overall to the room. What kind of
those
team
are all
you
some
looking
very
for?
good qualities. You know, at the end of the day, we just want gritty players out there on the ice. People that are just going to come out there, work hard, give it their all, leave everything they got out there.
Yeah.
Maybe someone that's going to intimidate Brett. He is a kicker.
He is a kicker, so it won't be too hard to do that.
There was word on the street, though, that he could be, like, I skated with him last week. He's looking pretty good. Word on the street, though, that he could be a little nagging injury. It could be day-to-day.
Could be day-to-day. We'll be monitoring that one.
Yeah. What about coaching? When you're coaching, do you have any of the cliches ready to go? Like, get pucks in deep. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Run the goalie. Anything like that?
That was a real good one. One that sticks out is just top shelf. You get in top shelf.
Yeah.
So Mississauga guy, right?
Mississauga.
Did you play hockey at all growing up?
A little bit of road hockey, but never got on the ice.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you skate?
I can skate. I can't stop though. I was a real good roller skater, so you know we got the little front block where you can just toe drag to stop. You don't have that on the ice skates.
Roller skates or like roller blades?
Roller skates.
Wow.
Yeah, it's old school with it. They used to call me Crazy Legs back in the day.
Yeah, they go in the oval. Did you do any of those dance things?
Yeah, they call me Crazy Legs. I mean,
we got to get it. We got to get
some
idea.
I might have to get a roller skating rink built out here. That's been an idea of mine.
Or just
if you guys know some people to get me connected with, we could talk some business.
Around the concourse in the stadium. Roller skating nights, Wednesdays.
Is roller derby still a thing in the city? There was a roller derby league there for a little while, but
the way that everything's going in the world, I don't think roller derby is going to go.
Well, you never know.
But yeah, like that would be come and skate with Kian and the boys every Wednesday night.
Like a great time right there.
At Mosaic.
Thursday night will be old school night. Get all the classics on.
Get the retro music going.
Retro music.
It goes down Saturday at the Belcher Center, 1 p.m. It's Getzlaff's team, coached by Kian Schaffer-Baker, against Lawther's team, coached by Joe. They got the kids zone, special giveaways, in-game activations, meet and greets. $25 per ticket. When you buy an adult ticket, you get 2 youth tickets. That's 12 and unders. Free admission for anyone 12 and under as well. 13 and older, 25 a ticket. And then team tickets. If you want to do some team building, get the office together, something like that. It's $95 for 20 tickets. And of course, it all goes to the foundation. It's a good cause. Let's talk some football. Let's start with a Joe. Right? As a guy that's in the receiver room with you and all, now he signs with Indianapolis. Just what kind of feelings, what kind of emotions come over for you seeing one of your guys go?
Yeah, it's almost like a big brother moment watching my little brother get drafted. Well, not drafted, but signed to the Indianapolis Colts. And, it's a phenomenal opportunity that he has coming, and he's so deserving of it. He's one of the hardest workers in the building, and just the talent he has. So once you mesh all that together, there's no stopping that.
You had a chance to work out for some NFL teams a couple years ago, right? What's that experience like?
I mean, when you dream of going there your whole life, it's a phenomenal experience just to see everything from top to bottom, the way they carry their cultures and the facilities and everything they got, and the way everything is just, you're blown away, and it was just in awe the whole time, and I just tried to soak up every single moment of it. I was out there.
Yeah, looking back on your experience, Kian, what kind of advice would you maybe give a Joe going through this for his first time now and that? What kind of advice would you give him heading down there?
Yeah, probably just be himself. That's what's gotten him this far, and it's what's going to continue to propel him along his journey. And, it's a perfect scenario. I grew up a Colts fan, so he's going to the perfect place.
There you go.
Hopefully he could turn things around because it's been a rough couple of years.
We're in free agency right now, and the tampering window's coming up, and you're not involved in that. But as far as a guy are you talking to other guys? Are you watching it? And then would a lot of the guys is kind of nervous and anxious moments for some of the guys that are going through that?
Yeah, I can only imagine what guys are feeling going through this moment right now. But that's just the game of football. It can be over in a second. So, but I've taken some pride in doing some recruiting this offseason. I don't have an official title with the team, maybe soon, but I'm definitely out there recruiting guys, telling them that this is the place they want to be if they want to win.
Yeah, I was going to lead into that. There's maybe take us behind the scenes a little bit within the rules, obviously, but do players talk around the league and guys know who are pending free agents and potentially a team could be interested? Is there conversation that happens amongst players? Yeah,
definitely conversations. I hope there's no rules and regulations behind it. I haven't heard nothing from the CFLPA yet, but Brett will be the first one to let me know.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, I know everyone who's a free agent. There's a whole bunch of guys I train with in the off season. This is just the place to be if you don't want to miss it now.
Do you think that's the benefit of that CFLPA survey that came out last month as well? Now teams can kind of see how players feel about certain organizations. Obviously, I thought the Riders ranked very high, which wasn't a surprise from around here. But do you think that's an opportunity for other players to see some of the behind the scenes maybe that they don't know?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps for guys when it comes down to that process. But at the end of the day, they don't really got a choice. So you just got to be accepting and willing to take every opportunity that comes your way.
Let's just talk about the receivers that are coming back, that we know that are coming back in that group. Now we lose a Joe, but obviously everybody's excited, and it starts with, Harris being back, and Mark Mueller, like just the vibe around the offense and you guys, just so much positivity. 12 months ago, you didn't really know. There's a lot of unknown. Going into this year, what's the feeling? And
that's the one thing that the coaches are really trying to build on this year is that continuity of the group. And, we've seen it I think we're leading the league in the most free agent signings before free agency tips off. But, we had so much fun out there this year, and I feel like we got away from that the past couple years, is just having fun on offense and just going out there. And Coach Mueller did a phenomenal job of just instilling in us, just be out there and just be free and just have fun with it. Do what you guys do. And, he made sure to find our talents and what we're best at and to incorporate that into his system.
Harris is obviously a legend. What about Jake Mayer? Have you talked to him at all? What do you know about him?
I haven't talked to him too much, but I even got a chance to throw with him when I was out in California one time. So he's a phenomenal player. He's someone we're very excited to have on our staff. We've seen him win countless games in Calgary. So just having his knowledge and his experience, he gets to learn behind one of the GOATs and one of the best in the CFL. So we're excited for what's coming.
You guys must have a level of comfort going into a second season here as well with both Coach Mace, a full off season and knowing everyone, and obviously now with Mark Mueller. How much further do you think this team and specifically the offense can continue to grow heading into this year?
Yeah, the ceiling is we don't even know what we're in for. It's just gonna be amazing to pick up where we left off. And I know it's still a bitter and sour taste in everyone's mouth, but I think we almost needed to experience something like that in order to get to the level where we're trying to go. You got to take the losses and not even look at them as that, but more so just take the lessons from it and grow and just achieve greatness from that.
If you're going to, let's say you were talking to a guy or whatever, and you were going to explain Coach Mace, how would you explain him?
The best coach, best human being, just greatest man out there. He's a role model. He's someone I look up to in the football room and also just being a man in life. He's taught me so many things, and he encourages me every single day just to be the best version of myself.
Does he seem like one of the guys, or does he still seem like there's that? No, he's still the coach.
He's definitely one of the guys, but at the same time, we still got the tremendous amount of respect for him that a head coach has. But he's one of the boys.
Same question on Mark Mueller, right? He seems like obviously a student of the game. He's been around it his whole life. Like, if you're going to explain Mark Mueller to one of your buddies or somebody, how do you explain him?
He's one of the funniest guys you'll meet, and he's also just an amazing person, and the love and passion he has for the game is unmatched, and we all just grow and thrive off that.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most things that I'm most excited for as a fan from the outside is seeing Mark's growth as well. One of the tough things as a coach, as an offensive coordinator, is getting those live reps, right? Oh, yeah. So that opportunity to go through an entire season, calling the plays solely, being able to react to different opportunities, up, down, whatever it is. That's a part of his game that I'm excited to see as well. So I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the opportunity for this offense is really, really high, and we're excited to watch where it goes for you guys. So how's your off season been, generally speaking? Training, getting ready, the body overall feels good.
Yeah, everything's been phenomenal. Body's feeling amazing. I feel like I'm 22 again. Off season training, it started the day the season ended, so we picked up right from the jump, and in the next couple of weeks we're going out to Tampa, a whole bunch of us guys from Saskatchewan, all over the CFL. There's going to be a whole bunch, over 30 of us out there training, getting some work in. So it's been a great offseason so far.
That doesn't sound like a bad time.
Yeah, no.
If you guys want to come out there and get some work in, you guys let me know.
I would take feeling like 42, let alone 22.
Yeah, exactly. You've really immersed yourself into the community since joining the Riders as well. You've spent some time here in the off season, like I say, right deep in the community. How's that transition been for you, and something you obviously take pride in to be part of the city, part of the province?
Yeah, it's been an amazing transition. I just see the love and the passion that this community has for the Riders football program, so it's only fair that I can give at least 1% of that back. So just seeing smiles and just sharing laughs with them each and every single day, it just warms my heart.
Is it crazy when you see, you're maybe not even at the stadium, right? It's like off season, you see someone walking around with your jersey or something like that. Is it like that must be kind of weird, right? Is it getting normal now?
No, that one probably will never get normal. It's one of the greatest blessings. It's something I dreamed of as a little kid, is seeing people in the people in the stands wearing my jersey. So that one will never get old.
Yeah, no, that's got to be super cool.
Yeah, you know what? I always hate it when people talk about that the Riders are in the fishbowl. I think it's awesome. Isn't that, as athletes, isn't that what you want?
Exactly
to have that passion, to have people know who you are when you go around town. That's the whole point of coming here and building that popularity. It might be the biggest fan base
in the world,
right?
Per capita. Yeah. And if you want to get away from it, just go to Tampa.
That's with the boys. That's with the boys. Right?
Okay, let's shift gears here because we've got about 5-ish minutes left. Let's get into NFL. So now you watch these two games this past weekend, obviously, right? Like everyone watched. Let's go through. First, Philly and Washington. A little bit of a blowout. Mm-hmm. What did you expect there? What are you seeing from Philly? And obviously Washington, right? Like, wow.
Yeah, Washington really did surprise me, but that Jaden Daniels boy, he's special. He really shocked a lot of people in the course of the postseason and throughout the entire season. But just Philadelphia, there's no stopping that team. Having Saquon back there, he's a machine. Just seeing him, he's 240 pounds, and he's still pulling away from DBs who run 4.4, 4.3s.
What as a player, I forget what week it was. It was like mid-season where he does the backwards jump over the guy. As hurdle. A player, like, what's going through your mind there? Anyone trying that at practice for you guys?
I don't know. Definitely not at practice. That's just something in game that happens naturally, but you got to be real brave to try a backwards hurdle.
Because probably you're of the age of the younger guy. It was when Beckham, the one-hander, and when you're probably a youngster, now you and the guys are all catching with one hand, right?
Yeah, and almost. I hope people aren't trying to do backwards hurdles, because I don't think that one's going to end well.
Kansas City and Buffalo. Did you pick a side there? Were you rooting for somebody on that one?
I definitely wanted to see something a little different, but at the same time, I love watching greatness. I just love appreciating greatness and seeing what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing hasn't ever been seen before. So
yeah, what a game. An incredible game, back and forth. Just when you thought maybe the Bills were down and out, they come right back and respond and then look like they're in control of the game. And, there was lots of talk all season about, is it Josh Allen's time? Is it Lamar Jackson's time? Or are they the arguably best quarterback? And then Patrick Mahomes just went, just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. Yeah. I'm still the guy. So I'm with you. I won't be as politically correct. I was hoping Kansas City lost. I've seen enough of them. But man, they are an incredible team.
Might have another 3 more years of them. So
absolutely.
What was your take on that fourth down? Do you think that was over the line? The late one, like where
the QB sneak.
The QB sneak.
Do you call something different there?
No, I don't think so. You got to get over the line to get the first down. You can sit back and argue all you want, but if you got that extra half yard, if the old line got that little bit more of a push, then there's nothing to argue.
And then Spags runs the blitz late and
calls the corner blitz.
Josh Allen's kind of fending for himself. There's like no check. It doesn't seem like there's any check down. Nothing.
No.
Still manages to get a pretty good ball off, but
yeah.
Hey, receiver
Kincaid
arguably should have been caught. Hit him in both hands.
Yeah, it was a tough postseason for tight ends, I'd say.
Yeah,
with the Baltimore one,
Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews.
Yeah, it's tough. What you're gonna sit down and watch the Super Bowl? Obviously, are you picking a side there? As a Colts fan, you're kind of like
I'm in the neutral zone, but.
Greatness, or maybe see something different, maybe Saquon.
I'd like to see Eagles get their shot.
Yeah?
I think it's their time. Oh, yeah. Jalen, he's stand-up guy, man of God, and just watching his professionalism, I've taken a lot from his game, so I think he's ready to take this test on. He's been waiting for this moment.
Who's your favorite Indianapolis Colt of all time?
All time, I got to go Reggie Wayne.
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne. I wanted to say Peyton, but I got to go Reggie.
Yeah. Well, they maybe say Kenton Keith, former Saskatchewan Roughrider. Pleasure having you in. Have so much fun. You're heading up tomorrow night to Saskatoon?
Yes, sir.
Right on. It goes down Saturday, 1 o'clock at the Bell Shirts. Team Getzlaff, coached by Kian Schaffer-Baker, against Brett Lawther's team, coached by Joe. Tickets $25. Kids under 12 are free. $95 gets you 20 tickets. Heck of a deal. Thanks for making some time today.
Appreciate you guys for having me. We hope to see you guys all out this weekend.
Right on. It is the all-new SportsCage, streaming at sportscage.com.